Hey guys, Derek here with Papaville O-Gauge Trains. So we got another layout update, and if you look over my shoulder, a lot's been happening, and I got a nice surprise at the end of the video. So come on along. All right, so as I said in the introduction, layout update, and I got a nice little surprise at the end, so stick around. Uh, Real quickly, like I say, I've got a little busy. I added 2 additional loops. We're going to take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at the actual layout itself of what I've done. The first loop that I got going was the elevated loop that I've been working on. I had the elevated loop over here up above the amusement park, but I added an additional, much bigger elevated loop, and then I added in, calling it like, I don't know, my inside loop. It's a loop that's on the inside of this major section right here. And they came out really nice. So let's take a quick look at those. So the both of those loops, they're not wired very well. Everything behind me is going to come apart again and be properly wired. It was all just in mock-up type stage to get ideas of where I want everything. So let's take a walk over there, and I'll give you a tour of how everything's actually set up. All right, so let's give you a quick tour of where we're at today. Now keep in mind, everything you're seeing, none of the electrical is hooked up other than the actual track itself. And it's still pretty much temporary. I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to probably move around a little bit, especially when you see how crappy the amusement park area is. Everything's simply just a mock-up. I got a lot of construction paper down that I'm using, or poster board that I'm using for roads and stuff. So it's still a major work in progress, but I'm trying to get ideas. So first off, and I've guys kind of shown you this before, the entertainment district. One of the differences, I did add in the bowling alley over here, and I originally wanted to have that back further, but I'm going to make that like a little parking garage in the back behind there, rather than putting the piece in that goes there to block that off. This is the only area that I have cars and people set up, but like I say, none of the buildings are hooked up yet. So we have the entrance to the park, the divider right there, entrance on that side, exit on this side. One of the things that I'm actually kind of proud of is I made a cool little ticket booth. Here, let's get this out of the way. So the park is called Naniland. So I made the ticket booth. I did put a light inside of here. So when I hook that up, that'll be kind of neat. And then we have the fun house. This is like a paved area here. This is where they can get on the kiddie train, and the kiddie train will go all the way down around. It's just going to go around the Ferris. I wants to focus on my finger. Goes around the Ferris wheel and comes back. So it's just under this main area here. Down here along this section here, it's going to be all your different fun games. I have some more that I'm ordering. This will be a little food area. We got the duck chute back there. We got a roller coaster. And like I say, it's all fenced off. And then this is the entrance to the Winter Wonderland area of rides. And eventually I'm going to have a nice mountain in the back that'll be snow capped. So as we follow down our main road, oh, and by the way, where this road right here, there will be a bridge not for trains, strictly for cars. A bridge that's a lift bridge that'll go right there. So as we continue down, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to call this road. As we come around, we have our local fire department next to the Piggly Wiggly, and then we have a couple of houses here. I put in circle drives so one drive can service both houses. Took up a little bit less space that way. And then back in the corner, we got a couple of our older houses. And then the Dreyfus Hotel with the Punk City Rave Club back in the corner. And then that back little area there will probably be parking. And then we have our car dealer. Now we're going to step back over this way to give you another view coming down. So this is kind of like the main town area. We have some of our industrial buildings over here. This is the dog food factory and the window company, and just a little old warehouse building down on the end. And then we have the Menard Cycle Shop right here. Toys. I don't know what I'm going to put in the middle right there. And the pharmacy, we got a hardware store, we got the cobbler shop down at the end, we got our train station, and then our Lionel store right here with the police station all the way down at the far end. And then we also have the tracks in the way, the City Grill right here. I really like this piece because it's got a lot of nice detail to it. I'm gonna move this box out of the way. And then this area here, so this one I've been working on. This is one of the grain elevators, and I made it Old Man Johnson's abandoned grain elevator. So using coffee stirrers, and I'll kind of show you how I did that. We'll take a quick break and explain on that one. All right, so we're going to start off with some simple wood coffee stirrers. You can pick these up at the box of 1,000 at Sam's Club or your local Costco or any of the big box places. First thing we got to do, we got to cut them to size. Now I'm just simply using some little side step wire cutters. They go through these things really easy. I take the round ends off. And I don't always cut them just perfectly straight. I'll do a bit of an angle or something to make it look like an old piece of wood. So the next thing I'm going to do is right now they look like perfect planks. So we're going to take my razor here and I'm just going to kind of put scrapes in them, make them so they're not perfectly even, make them look like they're old pieces of wood because these are going to be boarding up that grain elevator. So next I'm taking a marker, just putting little dots to make those simulated knots in the wood and little blemishes here and there. You could use a pencil or a pen. I find the marker works really easy for me because you barely have to touch it. And there's our finished product. We've got to do about 20 more. So now I'm using a brown wash here. You can go online to find out how to make wash. They come in really good for all different types of painting purposes. Or you could just dilute some paint if you wanted to. I wasn't 100% happy with this color once it dried. I wanted something that had a little bit more of a grayish tone to it, but it still works. After this, we're going to take a look at the finished product once it's on the building. Now, if you look close, you can see I use coffee stirrers for this part of the roof right here also. There's 1,001 uses for these coffee stirrers. I'm telling you, you can use them for applying glue to stuff, you name it. Pick some up. They come in handy. So I closed off that entrance. I threw a few on the top window, and I put them on the bottom. Also, the extra paint on my brush, I just kind of wiped it on the building to give it a weathered look. And finally, that other entrance over there. Okay, so we're back, and so using those coffee stirrers, I boarded it up. Down on the side here, we got some boarded up there. Down on the side here, danger keep out, and back on that back corner. And then this is also like the area where people like to hang out. Old Man Johnson left his camper. Got some folks down there. We have a fire. And we'll make some dirt roads and some off-roading area. We'll be back in here. I will add in a lot more trees. This is going to be kind of a forest, overgrown forest area. And then just coming back around to the other side here, you can see some of the more forest area. I do not know yet what I'm going to do with this section back here. I got a lot of space to work with. in there, so I do not know what I'm doing with that. So that's, real quickly, that's kind of how the layout is as of today. Okay, so hopefully you like what I've done back there. See anything that you think I might want to change, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions from other people. One of the things I don't know if I mentioned, I am putting that the little kiddie ride that's going to go around the amusement park. I had to pick up smaller radius curves because the ones I had from the original park were too big. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to add the monorail in there that I used to have on the when I had it over here. But you know, that happens sometimes. And so yeah, I think that covers it as far as the layout update. Couple of shout outs we have. The first one is to Ed and Joey. They told me to give a shout out to the great Great Western Railroad. So Great Western guys out there. And the second one is, so as I was, my wife and I were heading out to run errands today, UPS truck pulled up to the front door and a guy threw a box on the, I'm thinking, was I drinking too much and I ordered something and I don't remember? That's never happened. No, that's never happened. And so he hands me the box, and I got a box set here that is from TJ's Epic Train channel. This is Todd Hine. He has a YouTube channel. I will put the name of his channel up here for you guys, and please go check it out. And one of the things that he did is, I noticed something funny I hadn't noticed earlier. He did write, please open up in one of your videos. So then we're going to open up on one of your videos. He did write fragile on here, or fragile, and on this particular spot it says fragile, it must be from Italy. So you guys, you Toy Story fans out there, you get that reference. So let's open this up. I don't have a clue of what this is. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the slightest clue of what we are looking at here. So let's get out the expensive knife for this one. Okay. Yeah, I actually, in running errands, I told my wife, come on, we got to hurry up. We got to hurry up. She's like, why, what? I was like, I got a box at home. I want to know what the heck's in it. And he did a very nice job of, ugh. Let's see here. Why am I having such a difficult time opening this box? It's just a freaking box. Here we go. We got the end of it open. All right. Lots of because I have no idea what this is, I want to make sure, and all this fragile, I want to make sure I'm extra careful with it. Let's try it this way. There we go. All right. So we got a nice little letter. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. All right. So, Derek, I made this locomotive for you because I knew that you really liked the Commodore Vanderbilt and thought you needed one for your Papaville O-gauge trains. I had a few Vanderbilt Commodore shells and lots of motors that I could rebuild and put into the shell. So I put a double reduction motor, there's a little hole in this, and put the rods from a Commodore Vanderbilt. I asked for a couple of your stickers because, yeah, he said, hey, if you got some of those stickers, can you send them to me? So I asked for a couple of your stickers so I could scan them and make decals for this locomotive. I hope you like it. I don't want anything returned except for a shout out for my YouTube channel. It's TJ's Epic Train channel. We'll put that up here again. And if you haven't subscribed, get on there and subscribe to it, guys. He actually posted a really cool video. I don't know if he posted it today or yesterday. It was one of the, it was a piece that was out of the Al Osterland, I believe that's how he said his name, collection, where they had taken an old caboose and like, very cool video. I only got through about half of it because my wife was like, hey, we got to leave. Um, let's see. I post mainly videos of my marked trains and my layout, but I also plan on doing more real train videos and other layouts regardless of scale. I enjoy watching your videos, and after you open this on your channel, I'm going to be posting a video about me making this locomotive. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. I'm looking forward to that. He sent me a message today, and he says, hey, I've got a video, but I can't post it until you do this. So that's what it is. And regards, Todd. Hi, Todd. Let me get a nice look at this. Oh, I love these colors that you're using too. Wow, that is pretty. And the match. Okay, let's move this out of the way. You guys have got to get a closer look at this because this is above and beyond. Todd, this is beautiful work. I am really, really impressed. Oh, this is nice. So here we go, guys. Let's get this out of the way. Take a look at this. Let's get some light on here too. Take a look at this beauty. I love that the cream with the what is that, like a coffee brown or something, and the black. Yeah, very nice. All the restorations I've done, I've only done two-tone, but here he went with that third. This is top notch, Todd. Again, thank you so very much. Like I say, let's put it up there again. TJ's Epic Train Channel. This is gorgeous. We will put this on the track here as the final on this video. And I'm also going to run a few other trains on here, but the final on this one, we'll have this one on the train. And you know what? I don't know if it, yeah, it's a different coupler. Maybe I can do it. I'll have to find something. I'll put the flat car with that my buddy Bobby made for me, where he put the semi trailer with the Papaville logo. You did such a nice job. Oh, I can't take my eyes off of this, to be honest with you. And I like the number 432. That's my house number. That's cool. Again, thank you so very much, Todd. This thing is beautiful. I like it. It is going to be definitely. I'm going to have to take something down off my shelf over there to put it up. I think I got a 1668 up there that I think that one, I can take that one, or I got a 259E over there to take that one off. One of those two are coming down, and this one's going up into place, because this is not going up with all the ones that I have over there, because those you can't see as well. I want this one a nice prominent location. All right, guys. Again, Todd, thank you so much. Subscribers, thank you very much. You guys keep me going, and you got me up over 2,500 viewers, and I can't thank you enough for that. So in closing, thank you very much. We'll go run some trains, and choo-choo!